tunalala nawe, namuka nawe, natembea nawe.
From Monday next week, hakuna shule inaenda kufunguliwa Kenya. Watoto wakae nyumbani, walimu wasiende shule. We are all going to strike as a country until Eliud Lagat has been arrested and justice has been served to Mwalimu Albert Ojwang. So walimu ambao wana plan kwenda shule on Monday, ambieni wanafunzi wasikuje shule. Wazazi mkeni wanafunzi wenyu nyumbani. The whole of next week ni maandamano hadi tupate haki ya Mwalimu Albert Ojwang. Arrest Eliud Lagat. Arrest Eliud Lagat. Fire CS Waitiria, that is Kipchumba Murkomen. Fire head of GCI, that is Amin. Fire IG Kanja. We need a total overhaul of the security, internal security sector of this country. Wacha serikali ijue tumechoka kuchezewa akili. You cannot kill us and lead us. Enough is enough. God bless Kenya.
From Monday is a total shutdown in Kenya. Watu watakuwa kwa streets wanauliza haki because tumechoka watoto wetu kuuawa kidogo kidogo. Eliud Lagat need to be arrested and he need to face justice. We want justice for Ojwang and we need this thing to stop with Ojwang. We are tired of our youth being killed. We are tired. We want justice. On Monday, from Monday onwards, streets will be full from Monday until something is done. Watu wangu wa Mombasa ambao mumezoea kulipwa ndio mwende maandamano. Mupo ama mupo? Tukutaneni barabarani Monday. Yeah. Kitaeleweka safari. Tumechoka kuuliwa watoto wetu. Tumechoka watu kujitetea. Tumechoka na system kuendelea kujiprotect. Tumechoka na system kujifanya wao ndio sheria. Na sheria sio sisi. Tumechoka na maneno ya kuambiwa. We want justice. Kenyans, nataka kuuliza swali. Do you think the police ni rafiki hashtag is what is going to bring the love and the community policing back to Kenyan people and the police? Because nimeona hiyo hashtag ikitengezwa na ule mwendazimu wetu. Polisi ni rafiki. Yes, polisi ni rafiki. But kabla sisi hatujawaita marafiki, wao washajiita meeting, wakaadmit kwamba wana makosa. Na mahali tumefika sisi na wao ndo wametufikisha hapa. For the brutality, injustices, heinous crimes they are committing is not an excuse for underpay to them. It's not an excuse. Underpayment is not an excuse for police to be brutal to Kenyans. How they are treated inside the government is not an excuse for them to continue killing us, to commit heinous crime, to become criminals. Because I will always tell you, and I'm going to repeat it, the difference between a police and a criminal, nile crown tu. Because there is a very thin line between a police and a criminal. Very thin line. Now that line, the difference is the uniform na your crown. Because the police are more criminals than the criminal who are outside there. Because they understand how to break the law and how to stay out of being abiding from that law. Wanajua vile wanaweza ua, vile wanaweza jiprotect na vile sheria inasema ili wao wasishikwe. I'm not buying this hashtag police ni rafiki. If police of Kenya, they want us to work together with them, to meet them on the streets and look at them like humans, na tuwaelewe wao kama binadamu, they need to understand even us, our blood is red. And when we say that, hatumaanishi ni polisi wote wameoza. Kunao wazuri, lakini ni kidogo sana, kidogo. But the Kenya police, the DCI, the whole law enforcement and the judiciary If they want Kenyans to respect them and start tukuwe na amani na wao pia waanze kujiita meeting. Aipoa, Mr. Kanja and the rest of the police force, they need to sit down and they know where they did it wrong na waanze kuamend. Alafu waanze kuchukua zile pesa zao wanazotuchukulia, wakizileta huku chini walete reforms huku chini. We cannot work with hashtag. We need reform policy. Those are going to be passed. They are going to be passed to become a part of the constitution and fully implemented. That is my take. Police, for the first time, they need to understand what they are doing to Kenyans are wrong. The Senate, instead of them leading us with speeches, Senate need to sit down and draft a policy that they need to debate on it, which are going to put police brutality to an end. Then it's going to be implemented and adopted in the constitution. Then it will be taken to the police law enforcement institution to be followed and be amended. Then after they know there is that law, then is where we can sit down on the table and we say, police, they are underpaid, police, they are this. You cannot give us this shit, police, they are underpaid. And they are the ones who own millions and millions of money. You cannot tell me that police are underpaid while police are controlling millions and millions every day, from bottom up to up there. Bribe comes here up to the presidential. You cannot tell me that shit. And you cannot tell me why police institution, they are not fighting for the money which is allocated every financial year. Ile pesa yao, why they cannot fight for it? Why do they always have an excuse to serve the master? I'm not buying that hashtag. And if you want to buy that hashtag kuwa polisi ni rafiki, that is your choice. I'm not going to buy it. I cannot even bank it. Because Boniface Mwangi, my friend, you cannot stand there and tell us police are committing crimes because they are underpaid, they are treated bad, and that is the reason for them to come outside and treat us bad. No. They need to pull their 2 steps back. They need to have discipline. Their bosses need to sit down. Wajue, how are we going to discipline the police? Kwa nini wanajeshi hawana hizo tabia mbovu? It's not because they are paid, it's because they are disciplined. Kuja katika police stations hapa, nenda pale Kiembeni, nenda ukaangalie. The police hawana hata boardroom ya have pep meetings. OCS akitaka kuita watu wake aongee na wao, hakuna. There is no morning pep meetings. In every police station there's supposed to be a pep meeting every morning. There's supposed to be a room where police, they have tables and everything, and where they are going to receive briefings of that area, what they are supposed to do. In our police, they don't do that. It's not a normal thing. There is no boardroom meetings. Our own police wamebeba vitambi na makalio huku nyuma, utafikiri sijui ni CEO kutoka wapi. It's because they lack discipline. They don't have a gym where the police will go and work out. Unakutana na kimwanamke kiko hapo kimeweka matumbo masaba. Unasikia ni sergeant. Na akikutana na mwizi pale hawezi hata kimbiza, anaema kama ng'ombe ya ninio. They should invest in police discipline first. Habits, tabia zao. Then ndio tuje kwa salary. Police, they are rotten like criminals. Unakutana na mijimama huku kwa police station, unaangalia na hichi ni police station gani? Unakutana na kimwanamke kimejaza matiti huko, matumbo, ana matumbo 777, utafikiria ni tairi ya Michelin. And unasikia ni sergeant, koplo. Which koplo? Do you know what it means to be a police? You need to be physically fit, mentally fit, disciplined. Nakutana na kimtu kimetolewa huku AP, kimepelekwa DCI, anaitwa koplo. Ana makalio kama yeye yote, akivaa skati ni chupi tu zimechora line, and then you call yourself a police. My friend, I'm sorry. Police, your behavior is irritating Kenyans. Now if you are not going to tone down, call yourself in a boardroom and ask yourself where you are going wrong as a Kenyan. Tutafikia mali South Africa wamefikia kupiga polisi. I'm telling you. Na hatutafika mahali tuone kuwachapa kama ni kitungumu. Because what you are creating, the Kenya police in Kenya, you will wake up one day and find the time bomb has already exploded. And I'm not saying this at inciting Kenyans. We are done at kuzungumza nini. We are here to say how things are. We call a spoon, not a big spade. Tumeelewana? So polisi kama mnataka wa Kenya wawachukulie nyinyi kama binadamu. Nyinyi anzeni kuwachukulia kama binadamu. Polisi wa Tanzania wanalipwa mshahara gani? Kwa nini ukikutana na polisi Tanzania wanakuaddress na heshima? Kwa nini unakutana na polisi Tanzania wanakusalimia? Kwa nini polisi wetu Kenya wanajionanga they above the law? Senate, stop leading us with speeches. We don't need special sitting every time a Kenyan dies. We need reforms, bills. Haimaanishi ile constitution tuko nayo hapo ndio mwisho wa constitution. We can pass new reforms every day and they can be debated and be passed na zikuwe part of the constitution. That is the only way to reform our country. Our country is not going to be reformed by changing politicians. Hata mukatoa nani mukaleta mjukuu wa Uhuru, Kenya will never change. Kenya will change by better policies, amendment of the constitution, in full implementation of the constitution. And anyone who breaks the law anaonekana amekuwa punished, even if it is the president himself. That is the only way this country will reform. Not by speeches, not by chromosomes who are there in Senate, not prioritizing the son wa kina masijui ndugu zake kina Nurdin Haji sijui nani mtoto wa Uhuru sijui nani. That shit will never reform that country. Hashtag will never reform Kenya. We need real policy and constitution.
Tunalala nawe, namuka nawe, natembea nawe.